What is up, guys? Good old-fashioned Cola back here for some more Animal Crossing New Horizons right now on Isle Delfino. It is 9:59 a.m. on January 29th, 2026. Today also happens to be the birthday of our dear island resident Gabe. Congratulations to you. Now for today's other news. A brilliant fellow named Blathers has joined us on Delfino. Blathers has a keen interest in biology, past and present, and he's here to study Delfino. I sincerely hope everyone lends their cooperation. Inquisitive residents should stop by his tent for details. That's all for me. I do hope you all enjoy another fine day of luxurious Delfino living, as it's snowing like crazy. It's quite similar to what I've been experiencing here in Ohio. Well, actually, most of the eastern part, well, I guess in the south too, of the United States, has just been buried under snow. It's been pretty rough. So to hop on here and still see a bunch of snow is not super great. Usually I try to escape. Especially you'd think an island, whatever. My dear Gabe, today you're 1 year older and 1 year wiser. Maybe it's time to go give broccoli another go. Actually, I'm not the biggest vegetable guy, but broccoli, I do really enjoy broccoli. So no matter what, you'll always be my baby. Happy birthday, Mom. Alright, let's see what Mom got us. So I'm hoping, Mom's homemade cake. I'm hoping that everything runs hunky-dory and everything's fine. The villagers all have houses now, and I'm still totally lagging behind in my tent. Gotta step up my game. I'm hoping. We see the frames are getting a little. They're getting a little choppy here. We're getting 28, 29. I'm not a fan of that. I updated to. Oh, Gulliver's here. Not that anybody should know who Gulliver is, because I haven't explained him yet. Unless everybody's played this game at this point. I shouldn't act like that. A weird DIY TV show I watched at 2 a.m. told me to make this, so I did. Here's the recipe. I thought it smelled good, so I want to share that smell with you. If you make it, scream, "I made it!" The DIY Rex who did. What? Did? Hyacinth crown. Alright. I'm getting super sidetracked, so we probably won't see anything from the 3.0 update for a while. I'm hoping that it runs fine. I heard there was some issues getting it to run in Eden. I won't say what Eden is so the Nintendo ninjas don't get me. Eden is just what I call my Switch. Definitely just a nickname for it. Honk shoo, snoring sounds, etc. Don't want to be Float Sam. Can I be Jet Sam? Just sounds more rugged. Get up, Gulliver. Bird! Waiter! Somebody put salt in this water. Avast! Storms are coming. Brace yourselves, lads. Hard to starboard. Tough to port. Stern to stern. Get up, Gulliver. The waves are good. Ready to pool noodles. Alright, you're not getting up. So, Gulliver, if you help him out, you have to look for, in the sand, he will have cell phone parts, which he calls his communicator. And they look like that little spurt of water that just came up, which usually is, I don't know what they're called, but you can make fishing bait. They're like little seashell things. I think this is posting probably about my birthday, yes. Alrighty, sorry for making that cut there. I was going to say that I think the frames are going crazy because of all the particles with the snow. This is the first time we've played with like actual precipitation. So hopefully come springtime, it doesn't happen with like the rain, because it rains a lot more than it snows in Animal Crossing, I feel like. So anyways, we got a big old list rundown to talk about today before we can go talk to Blathers first, and then as we're doing stuff for him, we can talk about what I want to talk about today, because it is my birthday. I've been doing this for a very long time. I don't know. I was thinking about it last night as I was having an existential crisis about turning 29. That I've been doing this since pretty much since I was 16, because originally I made a horrible. We'll just sit and talk in Blather's comfy, cozy tent. It might be the information science master's degree in me, but this tent is giving me all the cozy vibes I need. I had a horrible Animal Crossing LP that I filmed on my iPhone 4 when I was like 16. That those videos are all long gone, all privated at this point. I don't go back and watch them either, because I'm sure, besides not aging well, I'm sure they're just overall bad. But it's just crazy to think that I've been doing this for so long. Sometimes I get comments from people like, "Are you're still making Animal Crossing videos?" And I'm like, "Yes." Unfortunately, I feel trapped. I'm still doing this to this day. I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm obviously not trapped. Ooh, a pleasure to meet you. My name is Blathers. I'm exceedingly interested in the ecosystem of this island. Thus, I have come to conduct research, if you will. Aha, could it be that you are Gabe, the personage who chose the location for this tent? A splendid job indeed. Thanks to you, I was able to alight on this island with nary a ruffled feather. Now regarding the aforementioned research. Truth be told, I am determined to open a museum and henceforth dwell on this island amongst you. So should you discover a new type of insect or fish, do be so kind as to bring it here. I plan to exhibit these creatures as well as those you gave Tom Nook in the museum upon its completion. Though I confess, there's one smallish problem regarding said museum. That is, I lack the number of exhibits needed to secure permission to open a museum proper. Empty display cases will not do, I'm told. Display cases with something to display, that is another matter. Which is where you come in. What? Allow me to explain. You see, it is not only insects and fish I plan to display in my esteemed institution, but fossils too. Who? As it happens, there sits a substantial stretch of land beyond the river. I would bet my pin feathers that primitive plot is flush with the fossils I require. But the river, you say? I can't just hop over it, you say? Ooh, silly you. I have a solution as audacious as trying to populate an entire deserted island. Pardon me, Gabe, while I transmit the vital data to your Nook phone. So this is a huge part of the early game, before you can start constructing bridges to get across waterways. There you see, with wood gathered from Delfino, one can make a lengthy vaulting pole. This pole can be used to propel oneself across the river. Up and over you go, hooty-hoo! I sent DIY schematics for a shovel to dig fossils from the ground as well, which brings me to my point. Please, Gabe, cross the river and seek out these ancient relics. My feathers. I have blathered on far too long, but let me leave you with this. If I'm to open the museum, I must acquire more items to exhibit, 15 more to be precise. I fervently hope you will donate your precious finds to the cause. That was a lot of big words, Blathers. A lot of big words. Every so often I tell myself I'm going to get a Blathers tattoo, and I, at this point in my life, still have not done it. So, who knows if I ever will. So let's see what we need to craft both these things. We have enough hardwood, and we have enough softwood. Oh, wait, that's the watering can. Vaulting pole. We have enough softwood. Perfect. I don't think I've made a crafting bench for myself, so we still have to go into Tom's tent here. Which is perfect, because we probably should talk to him anyways. But in line with my existential crisis about the passage of time and my age and all that fun stuff, oh yeah, now we have the 3.0 update, so we can make multiples of things at once while we're crafting. We don't have to do this song and dance. See, you can do set quality, or quantity, sorry, up there in the top. So, shout out to the the YouTube video. I don't know the channel name or whoever uploaded it, but they give me a good old Google Drive link with the update file. So shout out to them, because it was gonna be, oh wow, that was some frame drops. I heard the Citron, the Citron Switch runs this game a lot better, I've heard, with the update. Come on, every time I cast, you just fucking move. As if I'm gonna catch you anyways. I'm sure I'm gonna flub it. But as I was saying, my existential crisis last night, for some reason, I thought it would be a marvelous idea to throw on Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness by the Smashing Pumpkins, which I feel like, I don't know, it's my own, like, I've looked it up, and sources agree with me here that I feel like the album deals a lot with, like, the passage of time and growing older and all that stuff. Billy Corgan is a fucking lyrical wizard, so maybe it's not as on the surface as I'm making it sound. He probably means over on this end. Up and over. Wow, I am not enjoying the frame drops, so series might go on hold if it keeps doing this. Because I've done that before, where like I started City Folk. Oh, this is where our pier is at. I had assumed it was over on the other side. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. So these little stars. Oh, Mellon Collie Infinite Sadness. It was not the album to put on when I was already stressed out about that kind of stuff. But shout out to Ego Raptor because it's his favorite album. Anybody who gets that will get it. I don't know. I don't think it's actually his favorite album. Maybe I can link that moment. I've been watching a ton of Game Grumps lately. And I think that's why I even thought to put that album on, because it's probably one of the funnier moments in terms of the Dan era of Game Grumps, which probably to most people is just Game Grumps. But I don't know. I was there at the ground floor. I was there for Kirby Superstar Ultra. Or not Ultra, just Kirby Superstar. I played Ultra as a young lad, so I'm just always like second nature to be like Superstar Ultra. I remember that series came out, and like the Game Grumps videos came out, and they were playing Kirby Superstar, and me and Andrew, my friend, were like, oh dude, we should fucking run through Superstar Ultra while they're playing. And so then we did, and something magical about both having DSs with the same game and playing a fucking multiplayer game. I don't know. Wild World was great for that. I feel like we've caught both. What did I catch? A carp in the pond. We are almost out of space, actually now. So yeah, Mellon Collie and Infinite Sadness. Give it a listen, honestly, if you haven't listened to the entire album, or if you haven't listened to it at all. I don't know how anybody could go their whole lives at least without hearing like Bullet with Butterfly Wings or 1979, Tonight, stuff like that. Also, shout out to Panic at the Disco. That's probably the best cover of Tonight that I've ever heard, and I feel like I've heard maybe two of them. I feel like I've heard theirs and Real Friends. Right? I think it was Tonight that Real Friends covered. Please be a koi. No. Okay. So let's go see. I feel like we've donated both of those. But oh, we can check our Critterpedia actually. Segueing onto another topic. The Cavs and Lakers played last night, and so that means LeBron was in town. So we did not donate a black bass, and I'm assuming we didn't. Yeah, we did not donate a carp either. So that's perfect. And we can also give him these fossils. But I'm sure he's going to be like, you have to do it one by one because I am making it painfully fucking stupid. Yeah, okay. So we did donate a carp, it's just not counting it yet. Black bass. Now, might I interest you in a few fascinating facts about your black bass? Yeah, sure. Black bass is a formidably strong fish, and as such is a common target for sport anglers. In some areas, there are even those who professionally catch just black bass. Yet in other areas where they are not native, they are considered an ecological nuisance, invasive even. One cannot help but wonder who is to blame for their invasion. Who? There you have it. Fascinating stuff. Thank you. So there is every story right now is all about LeBron's coming back next year. If you've been on the channel long enough, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it. Yes, there's the fossil. Blah blah blah. Trying to talk here, Blathers, and you're throwing me through a loop. Triceratail. My feathers, what a fabulous fossil. This Triceratail would be a sizable step towards opening the museum. I wonder, would you perhaps consider donating this ancient relic to the cause? Donating it. You can have it all, Blathers. My empire of dirt and such. Whatever fucking Trent Reznor says. Trent Reznor. Another Game Grumps reference. Just take it, man. I can give you more. I got 3 others. I might do this off camera. Yes, I know that you can appraise them. It's not the original. You've got your licensure, whatever verbiage you'd like to use. So yes, the Cavs blew the Lakers, like they blew the doors off the fucking Lakers, man. And so hopefully LeBron looks at that and says, "I'd like to come back now." because I know the Lakers are pretty much done with him. In other news, I beat Mario Wonder yesterday because I have made it a mission of mine to try not to buy new games as much this year and just kind of beat the ones that I've purchased over the years, because I have a horrible habit of just continuously buying new games and never fucking actually even booting them up. We should try to focus on paying off this tent today. Let's see. DIY tools. I want to say he's like, oh, you just owe me Nook Miles. What? Come on, why didn't that fucking go? Bonafide Bone Finder. Bone Saw is ready. Alright, let's... Okay, so we've got a ton in here. So yeah, I felt very accomplished. I never, ever beat 2D platformers, so to be able to beat one made me feel pretty good. It was just the boost I needed. Sorry, coffee burp. I also got McDonald's breakfast this morning as like a... Don't be sad, Gabe. You're only 29. So I was like, McMuffin. McMuffin will help. And it helped for a moment, but it can only numb the pain for so long. This is a sad episode. It's snowing. I'm like, the passage of time. Look at me, the passage of time. What else? What was I gonna... Oh, I was gonna talk to Tom about our tent. But in other NBA news, Giannis Antetokounmpo finally officially requested a trade. I'm hoping that the Cavs can somehow get involved in that, because Giannis is far superior to anybody that has ever sniffed our team outside of LeBron. I guess we could take a look at the shopping app. We don't really need any of this. Yes, the Lego stuff is in here now. This should have already been in here. But I'm obviously not going to spend a ton of money that we need to put towards other stuff. The Rossetti model is interesting to me, though. I only have 865 bells. Tom, can I pay you in Nook Miles now? Ah, Gabe, hello. What would you like to talk to me about? I'm all ears. About my moving fees. Oh, would you like to pay your moving fees? Very well. You owe 5,000 miles. Yes, please take them. Thank you so much. Indeed, that is 5,000 miles and not a mile less. With that, your moving fees have been paid in full. This is a happy day for both of us, Yes, you're free and clear of debt, living on a thriving scenic island. What could be better? Oh, that wasn't actually a rhetorical question. Let me be more specific. How is that tent treating you? Could be better. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But no one ever said that developing an island paradise would be easy. But we don't do things because they're easy. We do them because they're profitable. Just getting right to the point, are you, Tom? Well, if you're growing weary of life in a tent. Yes, I suppose the time is right to discuss the possibility of building custom homes. Now, there are certain challenges to building fabulous homes in a remote location such as this. Challenges that do translate directly into costs, I'm afraid. But with zero interest financing and extremely lax repayment plan, anything is possible. Having a hard time continuing reading. Tom, you're very long and drawn out in this spiel. So, Gabe, if you ever find yourself interested in a new home, do come see me. Oh, one more thing to share. We have a miles redemption service for the Nook Miles you've collected. When you access the Nook Stop, you'll be able to redeem your miles for lots of interesting things. You'll be sure to check it out sometime soon, Well then, I hope you continue to enjoy your getaway package life. Alright, let's immediately talk to you. I want a house, because everybody else on this island got one. We made a decision about home ownership, ready to move forward into comfort and luxury. As fun as living in a tent can be, a house gives you more space and helps you put down roots. Now, building a house means taking out a new loan in the amount of 98,000 bells. So what do you think? Ready to build your home sweet home? Yes, let's do it. Thank you for your business. I'll get construction started right away. By the way, you get to choose from 8 different colors for the roof. Could you please select a roof color from this list? Is there purple? Purple? Okay, you have a purple roof. I'll get that in order for you. Yes. Oh, one more thing. Homeowners get an automatic Nook Mileage program upgrade. Just give me one moment. Has to airdrop the app to us, or Nook Drop. Probably would rather be the phrase. Yes, there you go. I've updated your program membership details. Now when you use the Nook Miles app, you'll have the access to all the Nook Miles Plus benefits. Nook Miles Plus includes a nifty way to earn additional miles for special circumstances. You'll see the details when you launch the app, so please give it a look when you can. That's all for me. Your wonderful new home should be ready tomorrow. Quite exciting, yes? Thank you, Tom. So yeah, I mean, I would trade anybody on the Cavs to jump back into that. I would trade anybody on the Cavs not named Donovan Mitchell for Giannis. Specifically, I feel like Evan Mobley could interest the Bucks a little bit. He's like the raw version. I mean, he's not as raw as Giannis once was, but he definitely will never reach the heights of what Giannis is. So if I had the opportunity, if I'm the Cavs GM Kobe Altman, I would 100%. If the Bucks were calling about him, I would definitely say, "Here you go." Oh shit! Not saying "Here you go" to the ground. I meant to do that. So Nintendo just put out a video talking about the Virtual Boy on NSO, and the fact that you need to buy the adapter, or not the adapter, but like the Virtual Boy goggles just to play the games properly, just makes me question why they would sabotage the Virtual Boy for a second time. They must have like a humiliation fetish or something. Just emulate the games through RetroArch. They're not that special of games. I have a couple of them on my deck, like my Steam Deck. Like Wario Land, like Virtual Boy Wario Land is probably like the killer app of the Virtual Boy, and even that is like a standard par for the course Wario Land game. Speaking of Wario Land, I don't know if I ever talked about it. It was like during one of my many breaks of recording, I started playing Wario Land 4 on the GBA, obviously emulated through my Steam Deck, and man, one of those bosses, it's like the zombie world boss. I don't remember what he looked like at this point because I blocked it out of my fucking memory banks because it was so hard. I tried that boss 5 million times and never could get it, so I eventually just raged. And like I want to love that game because I love a Wario game, especially like I don't know. I've played a few of the Wario Land games like on the Game Boy, and Wario Land Shake It is really fun. I've never beat a Wario game. I should come out and just say that now. I might have beat Smooth Moves, like the story part, because it's more of just like a party game. But I feel like my controller is acting funny. I don't know. I updated Eden as well, so it's the 0.1 update. Oh, I went in the wrong tent. I meant to go in the resident services tent. Anyways, if you're gonna play Virtual Boy games, just run them through RetroArch on whatever device you have. It won't take much to run them, and then you can also, I highly suggest, do not play it in the red, the red color palette. Definitely change it to gray or yellow or green, whatever. They're all easier on the eyes than the red. I have awful vision because I don't know. I've talked about it before. My eyes, it was really after my concussion a couple years ago. My eyes were never quite the same, and I've tried, like, my glasses prescription's horribly outdated. And I've tried to get new glasses before, and it just, like, looks like the world through a fishbowl. This might be a fucking coelacanth. Hold on. Oh, I almost didn't hit A. Oh, you son of a bitch. You got to see it in live and living color, the fucking, like, fucking tease that is a sea bass. Like, I was fully convinced that was a coelacanth.
Anywho, what was I talking about? Oh, the Virtual Boy. Yeah, just run it, emulate that bitch, because it's not worth it. If you want the novelty, I guess, buy the peripheral, but I will not be, because I'll just emulate it for sure. What was I doing here? Oh, wait, yeah, we can let the squid go. Was that a bottle across the way? Oh, no, okay, well, I already picked up the bottle. I'm crazy. We gotta speed run some of this, because this episode has been going on way too long. MyChem is teasing a new something? I don't know. I have tickets to see them this coming August with Modest Mouse in DC. Hopefully the country doesn't fall apart by then. We'll see what the fuck's going on. More existential dread. So hopefully I can go, and hopefully they've got something new. That would be pretty sweet. They just posted like this really cryptic thing with the word Phantom, I believe. So, and then also Microsoft showed off a ton of stuff with Fable, which is coming in autumn 26 as well. Probably it's going to be October, November, I would assume. The only thing I've heard that I will criticize it on is I've heard that the appearance change is gone, like based on your morality in the game. So you won't grow devil horns, I think, from what I've heard. I don't know. I haven't done too much research. It's just kind of armchair quarterback opinioning based off of what I've seen on Twitter while scrolling. But it has only made me want to run through the Fable games again more. Like I just went and I bought, even though I own them physically, I don't know what what my discs look like at this point. I've owned them probably since they actually came out, because I think I've been playing those games since they've come out, which is nuts to say. Please be a coelacanth. But I have never actually fully ran through Fable 1, so I'm hoping to do that, because I own it on Steam, like the Anniversary Edition and the OG. And then I can talk about, other than Fable, I have bought a ton of concert tickets recently. Like I just bought 3 Days Grace. I talked about that. I did end up I got 4 tickets. Me and my 2 buddies, Andrew's one of them, and he's been on the channel. Ethan has been on the channel, but those videos did not age well, so they are lost to the sands of time. But also my fiance Shelly will be joining us, because it was buy one get one free. So 3 Days Grace must be desperate to sell this arena tour. I was confused when they went so big with the venue, because I don't know. I feel like I mean I love 3 Days Grace, definitely one of my favorite bands ever, but I didn't think they were Quicken Loans Arena or whatever the Rocket Arena. I didn't think they were Rocket Arena big. But I also bought tickets to Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson and Primus. So very excited for all that. There's shows that I am considering getting tickets to that probably aren't in the cards, or if they are, it won't be until much later. Kid Cudi announced a show. I don't think I'm going to be able to go, because I'm thinking we're going to be out of town when he's playing, which is unfortunate, but I've seen Kid Cudi a bunch of times, so it's not total heartbreaker. The band Free Throw, if you're a fan of like pop punk, Midwest emo, give Free Throw a listen. They're fantastic, phenomenal, all the great superlatives. And they are also playing the same day, so if we're not going to be out of town, I would rather see Free Throw, because I've never seen them before. And then Pitbull, and I wouldn't seem like the type to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go see Pitbull. I saw Pitbull and T-Pain last year, and it was a great time. And so when Pitbull was like, oh, new tour, I'm coming to Cleveland. Well, it was Cuyahoga Falls with Blossom, which it's its own hellscape. Anybody who's from the area who's been trying to, it's getting into Blossom and leaving Blossom. It's the Blossom itself is fine. It's a fine experience. It's a generic outdoor pavilion, or not even pavilion, but like bowl with a lawn concert venue, like seats probably 15,000 maybe. But the parking situation is just a fucking nightmare there. And Pitbull lawn tickets are $80, so which is just not, that's astronomical. Like my Rob Zombie and Manson lawn tickets were $40, which is pretty par for the course for Blossom. I remember a few years ago, Fall Out Boy and Bring Me the Horizon were coming, and they were playing Blossom, and the lawn tickets were like $80. It might have even been more than $80, and I was like, all right, you're getting a little too big for your fucking britches here, Patrick Stump. And I didn't fucking buy them, and I regret it. But what are you gonna do, man? Like I can't justify that. If I'm all the way in the back, I can't see at all. I'm just there to hear. Like I could get a better experience listening to somebody get beat up in the pit and their phone like fall on the fucking concrete during like a TikTok live of the same show. than if I was all the way in the back. But one last thing I want to talk about. Anybody who's been on the channel long enough, like I don't talk about the NFL very often. I'm definitely more of an NBA guy. But I want to touch on the Super Bowl real quick, because I'm a Browns fan. I grew up in Cleveland. I'm born and raised here. So, of course, the Factory of Sadness has always been a part of my life. But first and foremost, I am a New York Jets fan. It's a complicated history, or it's not very complicated, I guess. I don't know. I have family in New York, and so my dad's dad, my grandpa, was a Jets fan growing up. And so then my dad was a Jets fan, and then I became a Jets fan. My dad doesn't even really care about the Jets at this point, so I stayed loyal. But I feel like when I tell people I'm a Jets fan, they're like, oh, big market, fucking bandwagoner. Because, like, I don't know, I feel like most big market fans are like people that don't live in the city, and they're like, oh, I bought this hat, and it looks really cool, so I'm going to be a Jets fan. I don't know. There is no fucking bandwagon to be a Jets fan. We have been terrible. Haven't made the playoffs since the first Obama administration. Right? Wasn't it? I think it was the first administration. Might have been wrapping up. Might have been going into his second. I think it was 2011, I think. But anyways, Sam Darnold was once a Jets quarterback. He's now the Seahawks quarterback, and he's going against the Patriots. So my ideal is for him to beat the Patriots, and I will count it as half a Super Bowl for the Jets. But anyways, I'm going to wrap things up because this has gone on way too long. I'm Good Old Fashioned Cola. Thanks for joining me here on my birthday, and I will see you guys back here next time.